Hi everyone, and welcome to the May Prayer Vodcast. There's lots of exciting things happening across the church, but at the same time, I want us to be a church that really soaks and marinades everything that we're doing in prayer. Prayer is the oxygen of the Christian life. Prayer is a way that we reach out to God and rely upon His strength and not our own strength. And just this last Sunday, Simona shared a prophetic word with us as a church, rooted in Ezekiel 37, the famous passage about the valley of the dry bones. And I just want to read a few verses and just then give us a few headlines to pray about. So in verse 7 it says, "So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I was prophesying, there was a noise, a rattling sound, and the bones came together, bone to bone." I believe God is wanting us over this next season to really take some steps of faith in prayer to speak into situations within Life Church where we are crying out for the life of God to break out. And I want us to be bold in that. I want us to be like here in Ezekiel where it says, "So I prophesied as I was commanded." And as we take those steps of faith, let's believe that the God is able to resurrect things, the God who is able to breathe life into things would start to breathe into these situations that we're praying about. So the first thing I'd like us to pray about is actually our Sunday morning meetings. It's been wonderful over these last few weeks seeing how things are developing and people are stepping out afresh into bringing words of knowledge and words of encouragement and praying for people. But I want us to pray that there would be a fresh surge of the life and the kingdom power of God amongst us. Why don't you, in your life groups now, press the pause button and pray for new life, the kingdom of God breaking out, the Spirit of God at work amongst His people as we gather on Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Press the pause button now. The second thing I'd like us to really wrestle for is the whole area of our finances as a church. At the moment, our finances feel a little bit like this valley of dry bones. There's a need there for life. There's a need there for the kingdom of God to be breaking out. And so why don't you, in your life groups now, press the pause button and cry out to God. Speak into our finances. Speak life into our finances. Speak the power of God into our finances. Pray that as we've been praying in our monthly prayer meetings, that by July we would see our finances back in a much more stable position. This is something that we're wrestling for together. This is something that we're holding on to God for together. So why don't you boldly now in your life groups pray for this. Press the pause button now. The final area that I'd like us to pray about this month is the whole area of seeing salvation breaking out amongst us. Ultimately, this passage is talking about dead things coming to life, and in Ephesians we are told that once we were dead but now we're alive, once we were outside of God's family but now we've been drawn into His family. Becoming a Christian is about resurrection. It's about dead things coming to life. And so I want us to really this month start to pray that there would be a new season of salvation amongst us. I want to encourage you as well in your life groups to be thinking and chatting together and about how can we as a church be more evangelistic. And please do let me know ideas or things you feel God's been laying on your heart, because we want to press into this. We want to prophesy about these things. We want to pray about these things, but then we want to take actions in light of what we believe God is saying to us. So can I encourage you, press the pause button in a moment and pray for a new season of salvation. Well guys, that's the end of the May Prayer Vodcast. Can I encourage you to use this in your life groups? Use this maybe gathering with 2s and 3s. Let's soak the whole of this month in speaking to dry bones, speaking to situations in the church that need life. And let's be bold and prophesy life, the kingdom of God coming, God's will that is being done in heaven being done amongst us. Let's get hold of these things in prayer this month, and let's believe God for some significant changes this month. God bless you all. Thanks so much for your continued prayer towards the mission that God's given us as a church. Let's press into God together this month. God bless you all.